Hi guys, and welcome to this 11/11 portal collective reading. Straight off the bat, I want to say that if you are watching this after November 11th, that's totally okay. I do firmly believe that messages are brought to us when they are, because it's the appropriate timing. But with today being 11/11 and the new moon coming up this Monday, and this is an early morning Monday new moon that most people will be celebrating Sunday evening. These cards were pulled with an intention of how can we make our wishes come true? And what seeds of intention should we plant under this new moon to manifest these wishes? So let's just dive in to get the guidance. So to start off, our first card is 13, and it says trust in the plan. And I'm just going to read straight from the book for this card, just the first part. As I think there's this little blurb that really doesn't need any extrapolation. So it's best if I just read straight from the book. And it says, in preparation for radical growth, there can be temporary disorder and chaos. While the mind may worry that something is going wrong, the spirit knows that this is a way for the old to disassemble so the new can be formed. Although you may feel out of control during such times, you do not need to resist the process. There is no need to impose your own sense of order upon the greater plan. You do not need to seek solutions, for there is no problem here in need of solving. What has been is being cleared away in preparation for the next chapter in your life. Have faith, all is well. I really love that card because I know quite a few people in my life that are dealing with heavy shifts and changes in their lives that are hard. And it is 100% about trusting in the plan and understanding that this is what's preparing us for something better in the future. And in the moment, it's hard to accept these hard times, right? But there will be a point in the future. I was just saying this to my friend the other day. There will be a point in the future where you will look back and understand how this difficulty you're going through right now is what enabled you to get to this place that you're going to be. And it's going to be a better place, right? So paired with this, we have card 18 with the hexahedron. Just a fancy way of saying cube. It's a cube, right? And the hexahedron is a very important shape in sacred geometry, as this is one of our Platonic solids, right? So Platonic solids, there's 5 of them, and they're 3D shapes, right, that have equal angles. So all of the angles are the same. within one platonic solid. They have equal angles, edges of equal length, so every edge is the same, and then equal faces, so every face is the same. And like I said, there's only 5 in all of geometry, right? And these 5 shapes hold cosmic wisdom within their structure. And the platonic solids are associated with the 4 elements: earth, air, water, and fire, with the 5th shape being the universe, which is the dodecahedron. But that's going off onto a tangent. So the cube, or the hexahedron, is associated with the element of earth, and it represents solidity, strength, and confined order, right? And earth is a male energy. And it's funny, if you watch the card shuffle, you may have seen that the card jumped out and it went straight into my smudge bowl. Well, that part was off camera, but what you would have seen is that when I picked up the card, it was covered in ash, and now it's got a little burn mark on it, which will forever be read with this card now. And it's perfectly fitting because this is an actual burn on here. It does not come off. It just perfectly fits the card, because this is all about seeking order in a situation that feels out of control. You may feel boxed in, right? But remember, we have to trust in the plan over here, right? Let this old system burn away, right? This is a time to think outside of the box and see the bigger picture from a completely different angle. And this in here, this really reminds me of a fingerprint, but actually there's a space here where the print has been lifted or perhaps burned off. And this, for me, it's like saying that this falling apart that was happening in the trust and the plan, right? This falling apart in a way that's happening at this moment is what's enabling you to form a portal that you can step through to walk into your next level. There's this really beautiful, hopeful energy that's been coming through this past week, and it's been battling this cube energy, really. This feeling boxed in, like the walls are crumbling around you. But if you can trust in the plan, right, you can see that this crumbling is actually forming your escape route, right? This is where your fingerprint in this old way is being lifted or burned away so you can step into something new and beautiful, right? And so moving on to this one, finishing with the Sage of Wands. It's so incredibly beautiful. So in this deck, let me grab the box. This is the Tarot for All Ages. And in this deck, the Sage is the King. So this is the King of Wands. And where was I going with my thoughts? The King of Wands in general is a card of mastery, of our fire energy. Wands is our fire, which is our solar plexus. So in more understandable terms, the Sage of Wands would indicate that we have complete discipline over our actions. This is about knowing what it is you want and being able to hold a clear vision. And this clarity in vision is what enables us to have discipline over our actions, right? This is having confidence coming out from our solar plexus, our fire energy, to do what we need to do in order to reach our goals. But it's also about the discipline of holding back when other things may try to lead us astray, right? This is the king's position. He knows when it's appropriate to move forward. He knows when it's appropriate to hold his troops back. And he is a leader, right? So what I am seeing is that with this 1111 portal, is that if you can surrender and trust in the plan, if you can trust that something bigger is guiding you towards your greatest and highest good, right? Then you can step through this portal, opening up, shown here on the cube. And this is literally stepping out of the box into thinking differently. And then what you are stepping into is a completely new energy stream for yourself, where you step into this King of Wands energy as a leader, a disciplined visionary that has more than just ideas, right? As he puts his ideas into action through leadership and making good decisions, right? But you have to earn this leadership position through surrender first. And there was a lot of shadowing here with the cube representing Earth, right? I see this as stepping out of what you thought was possible, right? Being boxed in, you may have thought that this is the cards you were dealt. This is your life, right? But the 1111 portal is a bit of a make-a-wish portal, right? But to actually step through it and claim what's on the other side requires action to make the wish come true. We can make our wildest dreams come true, but first we have to surrender whatever it is trying to be released from our lives right now. If you can surrender to that release, and then form a clear vision around what it is that you want, and then you have the discipline to take these actions that serve your goals, but also to have the discipline to hold back from what doesn't serve your goals, right? It makes beautiful sense, really. So definitely try and make some time to sit and intentionally clarify what are your goals, right? Where is it that you want to see yourself in a set time of the future, right? Whether that be a month out or a year out, this will really depend on what it is you are bringing to life. But as the King of Wands is a visionary card, right? Take the time to see yourself in this position and let it be your wildest dreams that are manifesting, right? Don't let your vision be boxed in by what you currently believe to be possible, right? Because you are about to step through that portal, sorry, where new things will be available to you, right? New opportunities will be available, perhaps only because you dared to dream about it. And in setting that goal, the wheels can be put into motion. So 100% carve out some time this weekend to think on this and create this vision. I will be back midweek on Instagram, also at Nath's Garden on Instagram, right? With an update on how the energy is shifting. For now, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this will all evolve, because I love when the messages start coming through really beautiful like this. You will hear from me then. Have a beautiful weekend, everyone. Look, that went out in perfect timing. Amazing. Bye.